make I update to na city hot. But ADS, knock them the update. I go destroy the structures of criminality if una elect me as president. Peter Obi. This is our discussion today. Make we run am city hot no time. My name na ADS. I beg, support us to produce more of our videos. Thank you. Now, here Peter Obi. Watch.
That was good. They told you have no structure. They told you have no structure. No structure of criminality. Structure of no fuel. Structure of price increase. Structure of no electricity. Structure of poverty. That is the structure we want to throw away. And bring structure of prosperity. Structure of no more strike for students. Structure of people living a life, having a job. That's the structure we want to bring in. This year's election will not be by religion. No religion buys bread cheaper. And it will be by my turn. It is your turn. It's turn of you to take back your country. I'm not contesting because I'm an Igbo man. I'm a proud Igbo man. But I'm contesting because I'm the best candidate. We can't afford for our background to fail Nigerian youth. We can't afford for our background to fail Nigerian women. We want to take our life. Go out there and vote for us. The rest assured, you will still change Nigeria. We know what it takes to change Nigeria, and we cannot fail.
With wetin don happen so far since we begin election campaign, e dey very clear say once you don dey accepted by the Nigerian people, you no need political structures to make a difference in the presidential election. Peter Obi, being a key player in this election, don actually destroy the concept of structures. Like him talk inside that video, they are all structures of criminality. In October 2022, President Buhari been present a 19.76 trillion naira budget to the National Assembly. Only 8.2% of that amount now for education, as against the United Nations standard of 26%. Wetin our educational system don't become because of government negligence. Una wan know, or you make we find out. Watch.
First thing first, you need to take a look at our educational system. I'm in the construction industry to an extent, and I've been tangentially there for about the last 25 or so years, where I've serviced the real estate industry. And what I can tell you is this. In all of that time, 90% of the artisan class that works in construction in Lagos, don't let me generalize and say Nigeria, in Lagos, 90%, if not more, of the artisan class, from bricklayer to carpenters to tilers, name plasterers, they are either from Ghana or from Togo or from the Benin Republic. Now, you might wonder, what does this have to do with education? That is part of the problem we have evolved for ourselves as a people. We've trained people who go to university to learn philosophy, to learn IRK, big Bible knowledge, but we don't have the capacity to train those who build nations. We cannot have engineers. It pains me when I look on our street, I see road constructions, I'm seeing third grade expatriates brought for, as long as the skin is white, he is able to do the job, and yet we have engineers graduating all over the place and we have unemployment. These are the real issues that we would have to deal with. Take another look at our educational system. Why are we graduating illiterates, certificated idiots? I'm sorry to say, pardon my French, but the reality is that we are graduating people who do not have the capacity to deduce logically, and who have been, in fact, what you have had, actually, if the truth be told, is a situation where the state has enabled weaponized ignorance. You are teaching people to be ignorant by the time they graduate, so that you are able to dictate terms to them. Financing of education is not a cost, it's an investment. When governments see it as an investment, it means that they can anchor their vision for the future to whatever they are doing in the educational sector. When I was in school, we had woodwork workshops, there were metalworks workshops. What has happened to all of those? There were technical colleges. What has happened to them? What has happened to them? Cobblestone roads, we can't even build. That is 18th century technology. We cannot. Okay, thank you very much. I stand to be corrected. But the fact remains that we have built a system that is patently unfit for purpose. So whatever else Mr. Peter Gregory Obi might do or not do, we must understand that the cornerstone of whatever is going to do will be openness, so that the people understand exactly where we are, connect the people to the vision for that policy, because it's not just about education. We have systemic collapse. That's what we are facing.
Now, Dele Farotimi, lawyer and political analyst, now in there inside that video, him talk say our education system not be waiting it used to be in the 80s and in the early 90s. Now, the rotten system, they produce below the standard graduates who no fit compete anywhere in the world or do anything for themselves. Dele talk say the system don't weaponize ignorance, so the people go forever dey inside the bondage. You want to know how Nigerian youths don't ready for this election? We don't ready. You want to know how we don't ready for this election? Okay now, watch.
It's interesting to know. You know, when I hear people make statements like Nigerian youths are this, that no, not now. If I tell you the number of Nigerians that have their PVC and are waiting to vote. In fact, right now, some of them, there are some films you watch, you see people cleaning their weapon. I mean, when you watch some of these mafia films, some of them are cleaning, some of them even carry it around. It's that serious. I remember the program we had some time ago with Sonyonko. We asked, how many of you have a PVC? Yeah, bringing it out to show what is even happening right now. There's something that we introduced, because my organization, in partnership with other organizations, there's something that we are currently doing right now. It's called the G12 concept. So what it is this: you get 12 people that you have an influence. Everybody have a circle of influence. Can influence about 250, yeah, and all, but only just 12. Talk to those 12 about good governance, about capacity, about credibility. Anybody they should vote on these grounds. After you have spoken to them, in fact, the first business we have with them is this: do you have the PVC? That's the first question. You say you have the PVC, then you are a member. Now this is it: get the 12 people, now engineer those 12 people, motivate them to go look for another 12. What I'm talking to you right now is going on in Plateau, in Kaduna, around the country, in eastern part of Nigeria and the south. So the young people are going out to look for their 12, and they are excited. It's called 12, looking for your 12 to get another 12, and another 12 get another 12. So there's a very big lie, which I want to use this medium to tell Nigerian youth. Believe you me, Nigerian youths, if anybody has been telling you this all this while, that your vote will not count, that is a lie from both from the pit of hell and the pit of damnation. Anything you can call it and all. It is going to count. The beavers is real. Your PVC will count. So let nobody deceive you that don't come out. Is not the normal author. Nigerian youth, for the first time, is going to work. I'm so thankful to Professor Mahmoud. He's doing a great job, and all thanks to Mr. President that signed the electoral act. For the very first time, if this election, I was talking in the program and I said something. I said nobody knows the outcome of this election. Nobody. For the very first time. In fact, this election is a virgin election. That's exactly what I'll call it. Because nobody, for the first time, we're applying the right rules for election, the rules of engagement. So it's going to count. They tried it in Osun, it worked. Tried it in Anambra, it worked. It is going to count. So Nigerian youths, no voter apathy, come out. In fact, what I said in the program in Port Harcourt, I said something that anybody that holds a night vigil on that day is anti-Nigeria, needs deliverance. Anybody that hosts a program in the mosque needs prayers. Anybody that is a pastor that hosts a program on that day needs to be laid hands on. That day is not a day for night vigil. If you want to have a night vigil, go to the police. In fact, people should even sleep. You want to club, go there. Everybody that wants to do anything should be on that police from morning till night. That is your accommodation. And I want to beg Nigerian youths, please be patient and collect your PVC. Be patient. I'll tell you this one categorically. A lot of our youths are complaining around the country that they can't access their PVC and rent. Please, INEC, do something about it. But I want to beg you, please, if you skip work, whatever it is and all, to get your PVC, please, because it is critical and crucial to the survival of our nation. Anyhow, you are going to do it. And I want you to know categorically that the power to enthrone anybody in 2023 lies in your hands and not in the hands of any political elite. Right. You are the one in charge. Now you get the power to decide anybody.
Dr. Uchil Odims, Project Director, National Youth Summit, Nigeria. Don't talk and finish. The person I call the name now in the inside that video. You hear about the concept of 12 people mentoring another 12 people campaign, majorly in the north, to create awareness for good governance. You hear them, you don't hear them. Okay, now. The beautiful thing here, now, see, the 12 people chain, they centered on PVC. Who no get PVC, no follow for this 12 people chain mentorship. You also hear say any religious leader who go fix program or night vigil on the eve of election, now better enemy of the state. So go tell your pastor, go tell your imam, say now waiting the use of this country, they talk. Nigerian youth don't they determined to say enough is enough this time. Finally, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, don't shift the deadline for PVC collection, enter the upper week. That means the deadline now 29th of February. I beg, go collect your PVC now and be part of Nigeria Decide 2023. Happy weekend. I go say ona soon. Oh yeah, wait. You don't collect updates, you want run away, Abi? Well, Biko, subscribe, enjoy, Biko, da Allah, subscribe.